Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line at a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, never.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. Rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Out to his left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Now, I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Final play of the half. Stroud going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Third down and 13. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Here we go.
Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Here's Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In motion right is Addison. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. To the air with McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. The 20. 5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete.
But I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need... quickly. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. McCarthy operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
The Texans take over first down after 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stop.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now McCarthy.
And my goodness, another interception.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field, and they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Texans add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.